Unless you're extremely tall and built. If you're over 22,
been
you're
around 200.
Wait, what? Yeah, that's not a fat.
That's almost your weight.
I'm too fat for a donkey? No, I'm like at 195.
That's pretty close.
Yo, I'm too fat for a donkey? What the fuck?
Why do you need to ride a donkey anyway?
What kind of beast of burden is that? Now I just did a complete 180. Who's riding these donkeys? Little children? Yeah, I had a couple hamburgers in my life, but am I too fat to ride a donkey? I don't think so. They're just little donkeys, though. They're not horses.
They're just trying to save them going down the stairs.
Donkey.
So do the stairs. Do some exercise.
No, I need a donkey ride. I'm going to fucking kill this donkey because I'm so fat. I'm going to break its back.
Look, go to down more. You can see the stairs. Down more. More.
Oh, God, these poor people. Taking the incognito fat people on donkeys.
And they blurred it, but tiny bit. You can still see.
Yeah, you know, that guy knows who he is. Oh, my God. He's not even enjoying himself. That donkey will never have another passenger, and you're not even enjoying yourself. That donkey's going to be put to sleep after this, and you're not even enjoying yourself. Wait, this says, yeah, 100 kilograms. Well, goddamn. There's more?
Here. You can't go that down yourself?
Oh, my God. Wait, we did do a donkey ride.
No, we didn't. In Santorini?
Didn't we go up with donkeys on those stairs? Or am I fucking tripping balls?
No way we did donkey rides.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. How did we get up to the hotel? By car? Like a sane person?
We had a car.
Yeah, it's a normal place.
It's 2018.
Yeah, it's a normal place. You didn't have to take a donkey. Those poor donkeys, man. Goddamn. Those poor motherfuckers. What a fucked up life. Just hauling fat Americans up and down a hill. Shit. I love this story, though. It's so funny. Well, not the biggest trend. I was wondering if you ever heard of a movement called Stop a Douchebag. It's a movement in Russia in which a group of people stop others from parking in illegal places such as sidewalks, railroads, by approaching them carefully. Sometimes they will blow up with huge amounts of ignorance, and others will move straight to physical violence. If they don't comply, then they get a huge sticker on their windshield. They have a nice amount of subs, and was wondering what you guys think. Does this solution even work? Is this productive? Or should there be other actions taken? Just curious. Thank you for the kind words, Josh. I believe he had said, and if I can quote him, "You are by far the best channel on YouTube." From Josh, half-priced Teddy. You are by far the best channel on YouTube, he said about us. Thank you for that. So let's go. Actually, yeah, I do know about these guys, Stop a Douchebag, and actually I pulled up the video, and we can watch it together. Oh, okay. Let's have a quick look here. Yeah, so, I mean, apparently in Russia, it's a little more like, you know, medieval. Like, motherfuckers just, you see this shit? They're crazy. There's traffic, and these lunatics are just hopping up on the sidewalk. It's a little more lawless, probably, in some places in Russia. So these guys are vigilantes, and they're like, dude, this is fucked up. This is our city, this is our sidewalk. Don't drive on the sidewalk. It's dangerous, right? So they call it Stop a Douchebag, and they were taking vigilante justice into their own hands, just like Batman, essentially. Can I ask you why you parked your bus on the sidewalk? He says, it's a service bus. What? It's a service bus. I can't hear you, unfortunately. We are waiting for some people to get on, okay? But could you move your bus at least? You parked right on the sidewalk. People push their shopping carts here. He doesn't seem to give a fuck. You won't be able to get around. Can you move your truck, please? Thank you. They're asking the guy. And he does. So there you have it. Vigilante justice. But sometimes the people are defiant, and I guess that's when it gets a little wild. There's a Mercedes that's on the sidewalk. They stop him. He said, oh, the guy says, this won't happen again. I'm late. I'm sorry. Okay. Back your car, please, they say. It's almost like To Catch a Predator vibe. It's like, I wonder if they know these guys in Russia, because he's like, oh, you caught me. It will never happen again. I'm going to pull out. No, 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 back up. They're saying you can't. They're not letting him pull out. They're making him back up. There you go. All people are equal. All must drive back. So they send this guy back. The guy knew what was good for him, man. Let's see if this guy does. This guy is not having it. I can tell you right now. Like the past guy was kind of sheepish. He was like kind of on the road, on the sidewalk. This guy is fully occupying the sidewalk. There's a huge line of traffic, and this guy's driving on the sidewalk. I'm running late, she says, for a friend's wedding. I understand, but can you please back to the roadway? Guys, I need to be at the Riverville station in 20 minutes. Yada yada, it's sidewalk. I'm late. Do you realize that you're on a footpath for the blind right now? I do understand, but sometimes things come up, she says. Oh, everyone's been really polite.
No.
Oh, she went around him.
She just went around them.
Oh, fuck. Oh, are they going to catch up to her? So she... Oh, really? So they're chasing after her. She went around him and booked it. Oh, and so what they do is they have these giant stickers that probably fucks their whole week up. And I guess what it says in Russian is, I'm a douchebag. And it's this huge sticker that covers...
The windshield.
The windshield. So they pretty much can't drive. I got to say, they gave them a fair chance. It's very vigilante justice. Let's see how she reacts.
How do you take that thing off?
Oh, my God.
She just keeps driving.
They put it on the passenger side. They usually put it over the driver's side, I think. Let's see. Here we go. We got another one. Oh, there's two. There's several cars.
There's a whole line.
Good day. Stop a douchebag movement. He introduces himself. Could you back out of your car, please? And there's actually a car behind him. Stop or I'll put a sticker on your windshield. Oh, he's pulling. He's driving into them. He's trying to run them over. Stop, they're saying. I'm going to put a sticker on your windshield. I'm going to give you fucking sticker now. So they put it. So this guy got it. Oh, okay. Now this is great. So these, by the way, this is 23 million views. So they put the sticker over the passenger side window. So there's really no way for him to drive until he gets off and
You mean the driver's side?
The driver's side. So, yeah, this guy's totally fucked. So he's getting out of his car now. He's not happy. And he's got cargo military pants on. He's throwing his sandals out. He's getting ready to kick some ass in those sandals. This guy's scaring me, man. What's going on? This guy's fucking scaring me.
Hold on, let me grab the knife.
Oh, he's got a weapon.
He's got a weapon.
He's got like a nunchuck. What the fuck?
What's nunchucks? What the fuck?
Get the fuck out of here, ugly motherfucker. Where do I go? Oh, he took his nunchuck and threw it in the woods because there's like 20 of them. Oh, man. He's trying to get the sticker off, but it's not really coming off. Man, this guy's day is fucked. I don't care where I'm driving. Have you seen my fucking tags? Is this guy like mafia or something? Damn, these guys are kind of hardcore. I gotta say, I know that there's like a lot of mafia ties in Russia, so these guys are pretty brave, I would say, to do this. I mean, I don't know much about Russia.
Definitely. I mean, even regardless with the mafia, it's just, you never know. This guy could have a gun and just...
Or a nunchuck in this case.
Yeah.
But they stood their ground, man. And these are brave kids. I think these are brave kids doing a valuable public service. That's my take from this right now. And the sticker is a pretty innocent but strong way of being like, fuck you. And they also give
How do you take it off, though?
Goof off. That's the only way. But what I like about them is they don't immediately throw the sticker on. They say, hey, we're here to keep peace on the sidewalk. Can you please back up? And if they do, they don't fuck with their car.
Yeah.
So I think these guys have struck in a good balance of vigilante justice here. He's saying, man, that guy's so fucked. How's he going to drive? His whole view is obstructed. And he continues to try to drive forward. Oh, he's getting more stickers. So he continues to try to drive forward. And they're putting more stickers on his windshield. And they're actually laying on the front of the car. Damn, this guy's having a fucked up day. Oh, there's someone else in the car. Oh, a girl. Oh, his wife's in the car. Imagine being that girl.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy, this is some shit. He's getting out. He's getting angry now. Oh, he's throwing punches. Now they're throwing punches. Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, man, these vigilantes took him out. Let me help you up. Whoa, that's a humiliation. Wow, that was amazing. The guy came out, threw a punch. Now they've got this one huge ass, like, you know, in Rocky they had like the super like USSR boxer. They got one of these guys. He's like the guy that confronts. So this guy came out, threw a punch, and
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, Ivan Drago basically body dropped him, and then he's like, "Here, let me help you up." To complete the humiliation. Wow, this guy's day is fucked. There's 3 stickers on his windshield now. Holy, I wonder what the police say when they come. Oh, here's what the sticker says. It says, "I spit on everyone. I drive where I want. Stop a douchebag." That's what it says in Russian. Wow. That's amazing stuff, man. These kids are brave, and they're doing a valued public. That's a really cool. Behavior.
Yeah.
I don't have time to go back and watch all of his videos, but he was probably torturing animals for long before. His parents know he was torturing animals from a young age, and they let him out into the world. Really. Anyway, let's take a closer look. The thing about Logan that really grinded my gears was he came back after this break. He made this wonderful PR video about suicide and stuff, but during that time, he showed absolutely no remorse and basically spit in the face of YouTube and everyone who was criticizing him with certain things. For example, let me show you the first one. He went, after the controversy, weeks after it, Cardi B posted on Instagram this picture, and she said, "They're trying to crucify me like they did Christ." Okay? Now, what do you think Logan said in response to that?
I think he said that's a bit of an exaggeration.
He says, "Give me a break, you
He
Looney
says,
Tune."
yeah, come on.
No, he says, "Lols, you telling me." So in Logan's mind, in the midst of getting shit, he's being crucified like Jesus. He's dying at the cross. He's the martyr. He did nothing wrong. This evil world is the one that put him up for the injustice. I mean, this is delusion on the highest scale. And beyond that, he's writing it on Cardi B's Instagram like she's going to notice it and be like, "Oh my God, Logan Paul commented."
Yeah.
That's not all, folks.
Folks and facts.
Next up, Logan Paul. Here's his comeback video. After the suicide meme, where he supposedly. By the way, if you're gonna donate $1 million, a guy like Logan Paul, who's all about being flashy and show offy, you'd think he'd have like a giant check or something, or a receipt, and be like, "Hey guys, here's the proof." I'm not saying he's a liar, but all I'm saying is, where's the proof?
Nah.
That's an incredible claim. No. I think he claimed, but I'm just saying, are we supposed to take this guy at face value? That's an incredible claim. I donated $1 million to suicide prevention. Where's the cheddar?
I think it's
Where's
pretty
the
reasonable
guac?
to ask for proof for that. I think it's a pretty reasonable claim.
I would provide it because this is the internet. Everybody's skeptical.
I think it's just a missed opportunity of using one of those big checks.
And I mean, that's a principle of life. When you get a chance to use a big check, seize it, for Christ's sake. Such
I mean, I gotta be
Checkgate.
honest. I
Hashtag
didn't even watch
checkgate.
that part, so I don't know what proof did he provide.
Well, no, he just said. He says at the end of the video, I'm donating $1 million to suicide prevention.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody was like, "Oh my God, he's a fucking saint."
Well, if he did do it, good job.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but
Did he?
we want some receipts.
I
We
just
want
want
some
the receipt.
receipts. Hey, can a guy get a receipt around here?
Buy that receipt. Where that receipt? Where that receipt? No, but seriously, where that receipt? You know?
Everybody at Logan Paul, wear that receipt. ASAP.
Everybody at Logan.
Nah,
God,
please don't.
No, don't,
It's too
don't,
late,
don't,
Zach.
don't,
It's
don't,
too late.
don't,
The
don't.
floodgate
no,
is
no,
open.
No, no, no,
It's
no.
already happening.
I hate when people do that and ask their friends to do stuff like that. So let me just put that out there. Don't do it.
Don't do that. Don't. Do
Don't, whatever you do, don't tweet at Logan Paul, where that receipt. That would be a really immature thing to do.
That. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't be cynical about it.
I'm serious. Let's grow up. We're better than them. But if I was a judge and this was, we
No
were at jury,
buts.
I would say, just show me the receipt. If this was Judge Judy, she would say to him, Logan Paul versus the court of public opinion, Judge Judy would say, Logan, let me see the receipts.
If
Yeah,
You, if
I
you were
feel
the
like
judge,
it's-
jury, and executioner, you would say, provide me some receipts. If you were Judge Dredd,
I feel like it's such a big claim that he wouldn't even try to fake it. I'm pretty sure he did it. I don't see. I know there's a chance he didn't, but I don't think.
So you're
he
saying
did.
there's a chance. All right, let's move on. But seriously, where's the receipt? Hashtag where's the receipts? Let's get that trending. So anyway, so after the whole where's the receipt scandal, he posted this video.
The non-existent scandal.
So here, this was his comeback. Logan Paul is back. There's a lot of conceit, a lot of arrogance, a lot of self-congratulatory dick
In a
stroking.
world where chaos hides in the shadows, dictated by pure and absolute savagery, one man,
An absolute savage.
one boy.
I notice he always does this where he's like, I'm not a man, I'm a boy.
I'm a boy
You
from
can't-
Ohio.
I'm just, yeah. I can't be held responsible for anything. I'm a 22-year-old boy. You're a fucking fully grown man. You have a lot of responsibility. You're not a boy. Why? Like, you have this whole ego thing, and you prefer to be called a boy?
I think it's to say that I'm so young yet I'm so successful. I think that's the point of it.
It's a
I'm only 22 and I'm
humble brag.
I
Exactly.
guess you're right. Everything seems to be carefully manicured to stroke his gentle
Yeah.
ego. Not gentle, really not gentle, actually.
Who is also a giant
If you
child.
want to start a movement of questioning something, I've been questioning his age for a long time
You're saying he's 62.
because I
You
can't
seen that
believe
hairline?
that he's so young. No, he just
He-
looks.
no,
he
he looks-
looks
I
to
think
me
he's
like.
22.
I think
Nah,
he's
I know.
65.
He probably.
Where's the
I'm
birth
not being
certificate?
serious.
new birth
I want the
movement?
long form birth certificate.
I love that. I love that the birth certificate's not enough. I need the long form. All right.
The legend, the myth, the maverick, Jake Paul.
Hold up. No, I'm Logan. Jake is my brother. I'm Logan Paul.
Oh, snap.
No, it's fine.
My bad.
It's fine. Just keep going.
Okay.
A little bit of a goof. How would you rate that, Mr. Hilarious?
Is there a fart or shit sound effect on this thing?
Dan,
Is there an ass farting?
we
There
really
should
need.
be.
We really
Can we
do.
get an ass farting shit sound effect on this so I can rate that?
We'll
Yeah.
get that racked up for you.
Yeah,
The
thank you.
idea that Mr. Hilarious will be a continuous presence here on the soundboard and commentary, so we got to make sure he gets everything he needs, Dan.
Yeah,
Everything he requires.
I need to be pampered.
I got you.
All right. So anyway, so you rate that a fart noise?
I read that, yeah, a fart coming out of an ass. You know, there is something weird and Christ-like about that video. Like he's got this long beard. It's like Christ died and he's kind of rising from the dead.
Well, he said
No,
he
I'm
was
serious.
crucified.
Yeah.
He literally commented that on Cardi B.
I think that's intentional. I think it's very Christ-like symbolism.
So it's coming to a head here soon.
The Maverick Logan Paul. Showing his face for the first time after the disgraced YouTuber has been spotted across the country. Hiding his face from paparazzi and seen swallowing his tears on social media.
He's like, did you guys notice my apology had 50 million views and paparazzi were taking my pictures all the time? Like, I'm not going to say that, yeah, I messed up, but did you see how much publicity I got out of it?
Did you see that I managed to fake cry, Hollywood?
What did they say? You looked sincere, but I have the feeling that you're just a good at... What's that saying?
I don't know what you're referring to.
You know what? I'm not even going to try to... This is the road to nowhere.
Yeah, like a little baby
No,
backpack.
hold up, disgraced. What you mean disgraced, boy? I took a break. Besides, I'm still lit as fuck. What other YouTuber you know can take a 3-week break and still gain 1 million subscribers? Boy!
So, yeah.
Gotta love that.
So this is his comeback video. So he put the humility thing to this at the side really quick. Who else can get 1 million subscribers? And I'm not disgraced. I took a break. I just wanted a little break after my vacation to Japan. Wasn't really related to anything. I just wanted to relax a little bit because I work really hard. Not related to the desecration of corpses. By the way, is there any corpses around? Because do you mind if I rub my dick on some dead creatures?
There is a leaked video where he fucked that koi. It's disgusting.
Oh, God.
Deep fake. Koi deep fake.
Guys, search deep fake Logan Paul fish. That's all I'm gonna say. Turn your safety setting off on Google.
So this is the vibe. Like I'm following all this, and I'm upset because I'm like, this guy doesn't give a crap. He doesn't care, and he's just this kind of behavior of just he's like deflecting all the blame. He's been crucified like Jesus in his mind, and it's just the PR thing was just so transparent at this point, and he's just such a shitbag. Here, look at this from Twitter. The evidence mounts still. Come on, guys, we got this. There was a petition to delete his channel, which is obviously a lot of people venting their frustration about how messed up the thing he does. It had over 500,000 signatures. Now here he is, essentially saying that I think they're all handicapped.
Wait, what?
Well, he's acting like he's got a little, his eyes are a little goofy.
It's just...
He thinks they're retarded. He thinks they're retarded.
Nah, he thinks that he can, like, make fun of it and...
He's like, look, he's like, look,
pretend to, like,
these
go
are people
along with
signing
it.
this shit. That's what he's saying. Am I wrong?
In saying that he's calling people, yeah, I don't see that, but I do see that he's trying to make it seem like he can just joke about it. You know what I mean?
Come on, guys, we got this. But essentially not taking anything seriously,
Yeah.
deflecting all the blame, and being a little bit of a shitbag, and not really changing. So there's this, mounting evidence, Exhibit C. And then we've got more. In case you needed more reasons to hate Logan Paul, he made a video. This one really tickles my berries. I don't believe that's an expression. He made a video where he dresses up and asks college students what they think about Logan Paul. Do you guys notice anything weird about the background? He used the thumbnail, that picture of his face when he's right in front of the corpse. He used that to clickbait his new video in the background.
Clickbaiting himself. That's pretty
Clickbaiting his
new.
own Suicide Forest video. Is this not mental? This is his thumbnail that he chose after all this shit. It's completely mind-bending. It's just absolutely mind-bending. And there's more still, my God. Here we go. Let's open this up.
That Suicide Forest video?
So he's asking all these guys, do you know who Logan Paul is? A lot of them were like, no, I don't. And you can tell he's like, fuck. Shit.
No. You made that Suicide Forest video thing?
Pretty messed up, right? Pretty insensitive.
Right.
From what we see, like that was not a good. I don't think it was a good call, personally.
The whole internet hates him or something.
That's a fact, an actual factual, verifiable fact.
I don't know. I thought it was like kind of stupid. Like it. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I know like a lot of other like influencers were talking about it.
Yeah, it was disrespectful, but at the same time, it
But
was.
I don't think it was his intention, really.
It was taken way out of proportion.
So you don't think we should throw him off a building?
No, of course not. That's like totally hypocritical.
Opinions about that Logan
Found
Paul.
one. We found someone who supports me. I love this one here.
Oh, you don't have to say. Oh,
Don't like him.
okay, respect. Speaking of people that people don't like, how about that Logan Paul character?
No.
You made that Suicide Forest video thing?
Pretty messed up, right? Pretty insensitive.
Right.
From what we
He's like, I don't know, dude.
I just like the Logan's like mocking the idea. He's like, yeah, pretty insensitive. He was behind in front of a corpse, right? Duh.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, yeah, it was fucking weird. That's an odd thing to do for anybody, yeah.
But, and then it's like, wait, are you Logan Paul?
Wait a minute.
This is stranger. You should be, the thing that's weird is you should be distancing yourself. It's time to move past this. And he's trying
to meme it.
He's not only trying to meme it, he's trying to capitalize on it.
and clickbait himself in the thumbnail.
This video has 10 million views. He clickbaited himself in the thumbnail in front of the corpse, and he's like capitalizing on it. It's just bizarre, man. So here, guys, let's watch Logan Paul tase some dead rats.
Are we using weapons for this?
I'm not gonna use my bare hands.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, am I
Here,
supposed to
no
do
rat
that?
comes into my house without
Oh
getting
my
tased.
God!
You can see how disturbed his
How
friends are.
did it not seem to him like a bad idea coming off of the
Right.
forest video?
And at the very least, edit it out in post. Like, do it on the spot. You're a little
It's so
crazy.
weird.
You're a little wild.
It's
edit it
almost
out.
like he's embracing being like the bad boy, and he thinks he can make it cool.
You know, the 50s guys would have like leather jackets and motorcycles, and this is the bad boy now. You gotta tase a dead rat and scream into the microphone.
The new era bad boy. The Maverick, if you will.
He's so dreamy. I love the way he tases rats.
You can see how disturbed his friends are, actually. Look at the
Die!
girl.
Oh, he's already dead.
Why?
Get him.
Why?
They have to be yes men. They can't push back too much or they get banished.
Well, they know they'll be the rat suit if they say no to him.
Yeah, they'll be next in the trash can.
No rat comes into my house without getting tased. Goodbye, rat.
No! Why? It's already
Bro, have you not desecrated enough corpses? I mean, there's something to be said. The guy knows his audience is young, okay, but he's not really accountable for who watches his stuff. It's more of the fact that he's in a new age, that he helped usher it in, and he was just in trouble for desecrating a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Let's tone down the corpse desecration for at least a month.
I'm just shocked that he thought he could like charm his way out of this.
Yeah, it's so
He
weird.
probably put this in on purpose to go, nah, it's fine. If I can charm my way out of the dead body ordeal, I can step on a few rats with high heels.
A couple stiletto rat fetish vids.
Yeah.
Now here, I think this may have been in the same video, or at most the video right before it, where he desecrates a koi from his own pond. It's the water was untreated, so all the fish weren't moving because they were slowly suffocating and dying. So he takes it out of the pond. It is not dead. It's still breathing, and it
So
performs.
it's in his house.
Yes, in
So
his
he's
backyard.
not taking care of his fish.
Logan Paul, come on. You think that guy knows how to take care of a fish?
No. I've just been taking the fattest L's lately. Why? All the other kois are fine. Look at how happy they are. Andy, we have a problem. Andy, look, bro. No! I'm saying. We gotta get him, bro. He's still breathing. Dude, that's Goldilocks. He's still breathing. Yo, I feel like putting him on land is not. What do I do? CPR? No, dude, I think. No.
So once again, you can hear his friend being like, dude, I don't know if you should be doing this. Like, don't put him on land. Man, this fish is suffocating. What do I do? take him out and pound his chest.
You can see how he's trying to make a bit out of it.
Yes.
And it's so weird. It's like an actual fish of yours. It's your fish.
And I know, like, okay, we eat fish and animals, but you still should have a certain level of human sympathy for the sanctity of life in a way, of not, like, torturing animals as they're dying or playing with the corpse of an animal.
Or be sad for a second.
Yeah, there's some human emotion that's normal to have, and I understand, like, that we're torturing and slaughtering animals every day, but still, on an individual basis, you wouldn't just go if you found a dead rat and tase it for joy. Zach, you had a great rat anecdote story.
Oh yeah, I had a rat infestation a couple of years ago, and a rat crawled into an empty trash can. I had to put it into a trash bag, and these rats were so frequent. It was on the East Coast, and I knew if I let it out, it would come back in. So I had to hit it against a hard surface inside the bag. Now I didn't take pleasure in it. I frowned when I did it.
Brutal.
I didn't like it.
All I ask is for a frown.
I was frowning. I wasn't rubbing my cock. I wasn't smiling. I wasn't giggling. I was frowning. And let me look. I didn't record in front of a dead rigor mortis body in Japan. I feel like most people look. If you have a cockroach, if you have a rat, you got to dispose of them.
Right, but you don't cackle and giggle. And like, I mean,
it's like
still,
it's a terrible moment.
And and you also don't record it for your audience after you just did something terrible that freaked your whole your ad team out. That almost imploded YouTube.
It does seem like he's missing some kind of filter for the sanctity of life.
He's missing a piece of his brain.
So that's my whole thing on Logan Paul. I think he wholeheartedly deserved it. I think he was testing the boundaries of how cute he could get after this thing. He wasn't accepting any responsibility, and he's basically daring YouTube to try to stop me because I am fucking bigger than all of you. Right? He's a.
I feel like it's all part of his ego. He can't accept that he actually fucked up.
He's a megalomaniac.
So he's like, no, I can still fix this. I can still make a funny joke about it, and we're cool.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he did the same thing in the forest when they're standing next to the body. He's like, "What? You never seen a dead guy?" He's trying to make a joke out of it. I understand that impulse, but
cut it out.
He
don't.
left it in.
Yeah,
he leaves it in.
You know what it is? Those reactions are okay if you have at least some sort of initial reaction of like shock or sadness. He doesn't even have. He has no first reaction. He jumps right into that stuff. I feel like if most people saw a dead body, they go, "Whoa!"
Holy smokes!
Holy Toledo! It's a dead body. He didn't even have that. He just went right into cackling at it. I feel like that's the part that's wrong with it. It's not even, a lot of people joke about stuff to get over things, but you do that after you grieve or after you're in shock. You don't go right into that.
My parents were like, "What the fuck were you thinking?" Like, can't do that.
That's a bad thing to do.
Little kid, yeah. Don't be like this.
Right. I used to fight a lot in elementary school.
Yeah, it was easy. These kids, they just want to.
But like, it's important. It's part of the if somebody's bullying you, you should be able to throw a fucking punch.
You're building neural pathways to find right and wrong.
That's right.
And if you coddle the kid too much, they're not going to have any impression of what they should do on their own.
And there's no outlet. Imagine you're this kid, you're bullied. You are coddled. You have no outlet for your aggression.
Yeah.
And your dad has got a gun. And you hearing about the media's like, this guy got 23 confirmed kills. The second deadliest school shooting. I wonder who will top it next.
Keep it posted. It's like
keep us posted.
It's like the Top Gear, that show Top Gear has the best race times.
Right, exactly. That's exactly right. It's a leaderboard.
Who's gonna beat Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
we need like we need a what do you call that? When you have a draft a sports team.
Oh, yeah, fantasy.
We need a fantasy school shooting league.
Fantasy school shootings.
Well, let's just call it like it is, guys. That's where we're headed. Let's take some bets.
It is pretty reprehensible just to like, because when I see the headline, I'm like, oh, okay. and then I'll like look at the comments and be like, God damn, like,
You know
oh
what?
damn.
There was a school shooting this morning. I go to the New York Times because I'm trying to find any newspaper with an update. It's not even on the front page.
Wasn't that what you want? In a way.
That's true. That is what I want.
Do you think that? But do you think that that's what they did, or were they just like?
Well, what I saw that as a symptom of was that we're so desensitized because nobody died.
Yeah.
They're like, well, nobody died. It's not really a scoop. There'll be a better one next week.
Oh man, if that's, I'm pretty optimistic, but I think you're I think you're onto something.
I'm almost
Anybody
there.
die? No.
A couple of shots were fired. Someone got injured. Nobody died. There'll be a better one next week.
Wait, show me the picture of the guy who stopped it again. Oh, now we got a story.
Yeah.
Look at this beefcake.
No, it's seriously, it's a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
All I know is that I don't see anybody. I see a lot of people talking, and I don't see anybody. Fucking LaCroix. I don't see anybody actually making any. I don't give a fuck at this point what it is. If we're changing school hours, if we're loosening pressure, if we're allowing fighting, like fucking battle royale. All right, kids, go get them.
That'd be
But
great.
or if we're banning guns.
Yeah.
I don't see anything happening. There's something clearly very wrong, and it's time to do something about it.
It happens way too often, and it seems to be a pretty common thread that the kids are just grabbing their parents' guns. So I would start there and try to make sure parents are much more responsible with their weapons.
So this kid who we're talking about in Texas who killed 10 people, his dad went on the news, and he said, don't think of my son as a criminal. He's a sweet kid. He was bullied in school. He's the victim, says the dad who the kid took his dad's guns, and did the shooting on.
Yeah.
Do we have a clip of that, Dan? Do you have any media about that?
That would be a good use of the NRA to like.
Clip the media we have has the picture of the kid.
Okay.
We don't need to show him again.
Yeah, Google it.
That piece of crap. See if I can find anything on his dad.
But anyway, the dad, that's so rich. Like, bro.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
First of all, yeah, we need to look at the parents. You fuck. You had weapons that your kid was able to access that easily.
Right.
Right under your fucking nose and go kill people. Maybe your son was the victim, but then that makes you're liable.
Yeah, don't
start punishing the parents. Let's start there. Throw his ass in prison.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And people would lose their minds if that happened, though. Like, I don't know. People get so fucking pissed off when you bring up guns. People are like, no! Like, I just said the word, man. No! It just seems to be how the conversation always goes.
Yeah.
But if like the NRA...
Well, okay, keep your guns.
Yeah.
Keep your fucking guns. But I'm just saying, if somebody uses your guns, your children, to kill people, then you killed those people.
Yeah, look into how the kid got the gun. If the kid just took it off above the fireplace, like that's not very responsible to have that around.
In my opinion, keep the guns. Keep the AR-15s. I don't fucking care. I don't care about gun control.
If the kid like knocked you out and then took your key and then unlocked it and shit,
That's
be
a
like,
little-
well, I kind of, I did everything I could. My kid's just
Hide
a
the
little
key.
asshole.
Why are you walking around with the key on you?
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
There's no excuse. Keep the guns. But if your kids use it to kill people, then you're going to prison in their place.
We got to educate fucking parents about how not to give their guns to their children.
Well, and they're going to know their ass is on the line.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. When you have a gun in your house, you're like, oh, I don't want an accident to happen. But now we got to be like, oh, I don't want my kids to take these and kill people at school with it.
Yeah, maybe like show a kid a bunch of college movies and be like, look, kid, you just got to make it to here.
Yeah.
Here, check out.
Someone's going to suck your dick the first week. I guarantee it.
What's a good college movie? What are the old ones?
You know.
Fucking Belushi.
Yeah.
Animal House.
Animal House.
Watch
show your kid Animal House. Let them know that shit's going to get real cool later on.
You know what's funny? I was a virgin in high school, and I fucked like the first week of college.
Really?
I'm just saying, it's real.
There you go, guys. That's all you need to hear. You know, you're mad because you're not getting
Never
laid in
had
high
sex.
school. No one gets laid in high
Fucked
school.
the first week of college. She was hot, too.
My man.
I'm just saying. The dream is real.
Yeah. Oh, but cool your jets, everybody. No,
Just saying.
Quit shooting each other. First week of college, you're gonna get laid.
That's not a bad message.
Yeah.
That's not a bad message.
As bad as it is now, because high school, all of my most depressing, embarrassing moments that like make my eyes pop open at night, a lot of them, the majority of them, are from high school. Nothing was ever as embarrassing later in life as it was as a high school student because your fucking hormones are flying everywhere. You don't really know how to be a social creature if you're
underslept,
unless you're like a football
Overstressed.
star. Yeah. Like, you know, you're just trying to have a normal life and figure out what you're going to grow to become.
Right.
And
I mean, it's so unusual for a child to grow up that way in that like extreme of conditions. Like, I mean, naturally a kid would just grow up and learn some trade from the parents, work the farm or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it's so complicated.
Oh, here's your gopher gun. Well, you getting bullied? All right.
Gopher gun.
Get the gopher gun.
Oh.
Yeah, on a farm shooting the gophers.
Right.
Just fires crossbows.
You get it out. Yeah, killing animals not exactly a good alternative.
Well, gophers.
Gophers are good.
They could ruin a crop.
All right. So this fucking, what do you even call that? He's like a meat sandwich. Get a
Somebody in
load
the
of
chat
this
said
guy.
he looks like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Dude,
He
this guy-
does,
So
yeah.
what happened was this 12-year-old. How the fuck does a 12-year-old shoot up a school? But anyway, a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He gets pegged in the face.
He
with
gets
a
pegged in the
basketball.
face.
Well, the 12-year-old shot this guy 3 times as he was trying to take him out. Oh, Shredder, you all right? Jesus. Down the wrong pipe.
It's that.
There's coughing. You okay, buddy? All right, he's fine.
Say it to the mic, Shredder.
I think he choked on the water.
I do that too.
Poor guy. God, so cute. All right, this guy, he got shot 3 times. This little piece of shit in his class pulls out 2 handguns that he got from his parents, starts shooting up the school. This guy has a basketball in hand. This monster. Just first of all, remove the gun and imagine as a monster, a huge guy like this, taking a basketball and just fucking slamming it into a kid's face as hard as you can.
Yeah, he didn't even see the guns.
He's just like, I don't like this kid.
Oh, this little shit.
He's like, oh, he's shooting people?
Finally,
oh
an
my
excuse.
God. Kid had a gun?
So this guy got shot 3 times, but he beamed him in the face as hard as he... That's the only time in life as an adult you get to throw a basketball at a child's face as hard as you can.
Yeah,
That's gotta
usually you
feel
have to
good.
make it look like an accident.
It's got to feel
This is the
really
first
good.
time you can like,
Yeah.
you get, the news covers it and calls you a
Right.
hero.
He's like, dude, felt really good.
Yeah.
Hit
How'd you
that kid.
become a hero? Oh, I smashed a kid in the face with a basketball.
Yeah.
Full force.
Can you imagine? His feet must have gone up, just slammed against the wall.
Yeah. The only
Like
thing
you were
that could have
saying,
made
the
it
half
better.
shots, like
Yeah.
you've seen these half shots where the kid gets beamed in the head and they're just like,
Right. There's just always some little kid running around behind the fucking basketball net.
I love the image
And
of
just
this
gets
kid getting
clobbered.
fatally destroyed.
What could have made it better was if the basketball went into a net after that.
Right.
Like
a
it
little Dude
bounces
Perfect.
off the kid's head right into a
That'd
basketball
be a
net.
fun Dude Perfect video.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You know Dude Perfect? They do like trick shots.
Oh,
like slamming
okay.
a 12-year-old
yeah.
in the face and then into a
Yeah.
perfect swoosh.
Well, now they've got the impetus to do that that bit.
Dude Perfect needs to be trolling our schools and
Yeah,
keeping us
get
safe.
some Team 10 fans.
Well, anyway, so this guy's a fucking hero. He slammed him in the face and took him down. He got shot 3 times, and this guy's a goddamn hero.
That's a great picture of him too. 'Cause it's like, no one's ever gonna see this picture of me.
Look at that bicep, man. Fuck, that can throw a base. Oh my god, a basketball.
Yeah, imagine the. Like I'm guessing this guy's hand is probably the size of the basketball, so
Yeah.
like it didn't even slip. He just
no.
palmed it.
Yeah, he palmed it. He definitely palmed it.
Yeah.
Wells Fargo is some deep doo-doo. Deep doo-doo, my friends. They're being charged $1 billion from some government agencies because they defrauded people. They were loaning mortgages and auto loans to. They were overcharging people knowingly. And
Ooh.
what happens as a result? They get charged $1 billion.
Wow.
So the billion, when I heard that, I was like, great. Do the people they scam get their money back? So it turns out they've they're going to repay 128 million to the auto scams. They haven't decided yet what they're going to do about the mortgage scams. But it's like, here's the problem with these evil scumbags, these CEOs that run these banks that just fucking pillage the whole world. The government, for whatever reason, has chosen that not to prosecute these criminals, these absolute human parasites.
There's proof that they did that knowingly?
Knowingly.
Wow.
And so, since especially the big collapse with all the loaning, the mortgage thing, shit that caused all the collapse of the economy in 2008, I think it was, nobody got punished. And so now it's just become part of the equation of their business plan. They say is, we can overcharge every person $1,000 and maybe we'll get caught and we'll have to pay the government $1 billion. But we're going to make $5 billion.
Wow.
We're going to make $5 billion. And you know what's fucked up? The government makes money from it. They pay back people, but guess what? They're going to keep $500 million for themselves. So it's almost like they're in this racket together. We're going to scam all these people, and then the government comes around and is like, I got to wet my beak.
That's insane. And Wells Fargo, recently, they had more drama. Like, what's going on with them?
They
with
had
the opening bank accounts for people.
Yep, they were opening savings accounts and checking accounts without asking anyone, and then they would accrue penalties. Isn't that beautiful?
There's another layer to this, too. You know, I think it's over 20,000 cars got repoed because of the overcharges.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So that's irreparable damage to people's lives.
Yeah, that fucks your credit. That's all.
Fucks your job. I mean, you lose your car. You what? That's rock bottom. That fucks up your life in a lot of ways.
Yep.
These people are so fucking evil. And what happens is these evil cocksuckers, when they retire or they get fired for this scam, but they pocketed like $100 million, they get to go get a job in Washington regulating all their friends. That's what it seems like. Because our government is run by such fucking cowards. And by the way, Donald Trump, Mr. Drain the Swamp. What happened? What swamp is being drained? Who was going to prison for stealing $1 billion fucking dollars from hardworking Americans? Why are these people not going to prison for life when one black guy can steal a Mars bar and go to prison for 10 years?
Or just sit at Starbucks.
Yeah, or just sit at Starbucks. They weren't actually sent to prison, but I get your point.
I'm kidding.
Every American wants to see these soulless, evil fucks put in prison. So where's the justice? There's not one American. You say, hey, this white-collar banker stole $1 billion. Should we go to prison? Every single person is going to say yes. But somehow all the regulators and even the president, he has the authority. He could say, lock that cocksucker up. Why is the swamp not draining? It makes me so angry. And now they're talking about rolling back the regulations of all they put in place of 2008.
Really?
They put on all these regulations on banks to make sure you couldn't have all these bullshit scams again.
Yeah.
And they're taking them away. They're removing them now. Those fucking, oh my God, they're so evil. How much money do you need to make? Why do you need to scam people for an extra $1 billion? Your bank is already worth trillions of dollars. Why? I don't understand that level of greed. Like, wealth is useful to an extent. If you have $1 billion, what is an additional dollar worth to you? What is an additional $1 billion worth to you? I don't understand that greed. What drives you, you psychopath?
I really don't know. It's like this all these companies, like this airline, that will just save money by putting everyone in danger, you know, not doing all the checkups they're supposed to do just to save money.
You know what it is?
I don't know. Like, how do you sleep at night?
They find really beautiful, creative ways to justify it. You know what it is? A normal person, like, we're rich by comparison to someone who's making $30,000 a year. But, like, real rich, we're still normal people because real rich is like billionaires. Billionaires spend money on a level that we could not fathom.
Mm-hmm.
They can sway the result of elections. They can throw $50 million at an election and actually influence it.
Yeah.
So in that sense, having that much money is unbelievable power. When you can just throw away $50 million and run an ad on every single television set in the whole country. But it's like, I don't know, man. These people are playing with fire, dude. I swear to God. Sickos, man. It's crazy. I just don't know why. It's seriously so depressing to me. It makes me lose faith in this country that none of these bankers have gone to prison. Not one of these spineless cowards.
That is pretty nuts. I feel like if this was another country, someone would go. Probably
There was.
to
I mean,
prison.
there was similar scandals going on in Europe and other places in North America, and they went to prison. But our guys got off clean. You don't even know the names.
Mm-hmm.
They're the greatest thieves of all time. You don't even know their names. Ugh, it's upsetting. Like the greatest villains ever. And as long as you pay the government a couple $100 million, you're good to go and do it again. I'm going to read this article about fulfillment centers having slave-like conditions where workers are pushed to be so productive that they're peeing in bottles because they're actually afraid to take a bathroom break. This is in America. This sounds like conditions in sweatshops in China. Dude, the more and more I learn about shit,
It's really depressing to hear that about Amazon.
well, what it says in the article is that it's not just Amazon.
Right.
75% of fulfillment centers.
Yeah.
It's just the way they run these things. Although Amazon should know better. They shouldn't.
But I feel like Amazon created this atmosphere
they're
where
the
everything has
king.
to be delivered tomorrow.
Yeah, they did. But also, Jeff Bezos is worth nearly $1 trillion. So hire a couple more people. So that's what I mean about these psychopaths.
Yeah, he's
like,
the richest man in the world, right?
he's the richest man in the world. It's like, so pay an extra $10 million a year and hire more people so people can go to the bathroom. That doesn't even come close to affecting your bottom line. When you personally are worth $1 trillion fucking dollars.
Yeah. They gave an example of the workers, for example, will be working at the top floor in like a 4-story building.
Mm-hmm.
And to have to go to the bathroom, they have to go all the way down.
Right.
So obviously they would take them forever.
Yeah.
And they get paid by sending a certain amount of packages an hour.
Wow.
Like they give them, target goals that they have to do. And they recently kept raising it too. So it like doubled from what it was when they started.
They get paid by their productivity.
So yeah, they have to. Well, it's like if you don't, then you get a strike.
Yeah.
And apparently also women for getting sick or whatever, bring a doctor's note. I don't know. They can't make it to work. They would get a strike for that. It's like,
dude, we need unions. We need unions. People who think we don't need regulations or that we can trust the market to regulate itself, bro, it's not happening. It's not happening. Unless you're a billionaire, that doesn't benefit you.